Do you ever feel like your energy, your drive, maybe even your confidence just isn't what it used to be? Well, what if I told you the answer could be sitting right there in your kitchen pantry? Today, we're going to dive into how one of the simplest foods out there holds a powerful key to unlocking your vitality.
It's a pretty direct question, isn't it? But it's an important one, because that quick bite you grab in the afternoon can either be a powerful tool working for you or, a quiet saboteur working against you.
And this right here is the core issue for so many of us. See, testosterone is absolutely central to a man's vitality. It's what fuels your muscle strength, your stamina, your performance. Now, it's totally natural for levels to dip as we age, but the speed of that decline, that's not entirely out of your hands.
And this is where it gets really empowering. You have control here. Your diet is one of the most powerful levers you can pull to support your hormonal health. And today, we're zeroing in on one specific, super powerful category: nuts.
Okay, so let's start with the heroes of our story. We're going to break down the 4 types of nuts that act as your best allies in the fight for strong hormonal balance.
First up, the humble walnut. I want you to think of these as the construction crew for your hormones. They are just packed with those healthy omega-3 fats, which are literally the raw materials your body needs to produce testosterone. But here's what's really cool. They've also got L-arginine. This little amino acid helps improve circulation, which is, let's be honest, a critical factor for energy and performance right where it matters most.
All right, next, let's talk about almonds. These are your liberators, and their secret weapon is magnesium. So many men are walking around deficient in this critical mineral and have no idea, and it's directly involved in producing testosterone. But magnesium does something even more clever.
You see, most of the testosterone floating around in your body is kind of tied up. It's bound to proteins, which makes it useless. The testosterone that actually gets the job done is called free testosterone. And magnesium, well, it helps to unbind it. It essentially unlocks more of the active hormone that your body already has. It just makes what you've got way more effective.
Our third ally is the Brazil nut, and I absolutely love this analogy for it. It's the spark plug. It might be small, but without it, your hormonal engine just isn't going to run right. Its power comes from a trace mineral called selenium.
And this is so important. This is the daily recommended number. Just 1 or 2 a day. That's it. That gives you all the selenium your body needs to fire up the enzymes for testosterone production. But listen, be careful here. More is not better. Too much selenium can actually become toxic, so precision is really the key here.
And our final ally is the pistachio. Think of these guys as the masters of blood flow. They help keep your arteries clear by lowering bad cholesterol, which of course means better circulation everywhere it counts. Plus, they've got these things called plant sterols that help maintain a healthy testosterone to estrogen ratio, which is a supercritical balance for men over 50.
Okay, so we've met the allies, but every story has a twist, right? It turns out not all nuts are on your team when it comes to hormonal health. It's time to unmask a couple of imposters.
The answer, as you've probably guessed by now, is a hard no. And the science behind why comes down to a really fundamental difference in the kinds of fats they contain.
So here's the crucial thing you've got to understand. On one side, you have omega-3s, which we find in our ally nuts, like walnuts. These guys are anti-inflammatory. On the other side, you have omega-6s, which can be pro-inflammatory when you eat too many of them. And let me tell you, chronic inflammation is a major enemy of healthy testosterone production. And this brings us to our first imposter, the peanut. So first off, little surprise here, it's actually a legume. But the bigger issue is its really high ratio of those inflammatory omega-6 fats. On top of that, peanuts can sometimes have something called aflatoxins, which are molds that can really stress out your liver. And your liver is the main organ responsible for regulating your hormones.
Now hold on, this doesn't mean you have to ban peanuts forever. The key word here is moderation. An occasional handful, totally fine. But making them your go-to, everyday snack could be quietly working against your goals.
And our second imposter is the cashew. And look, I know they're delicious, but cashews have one of the highest omega-6 to omega-3 ratios of all the nuts. This imbalance can fuel that low-grade inflammation that just kills hormone production. And that problem gets even worse when they're roasted in unhealthy vegetable oils.
So, we've identified the heroes and the imposters. Now what? Let's put it all together into a simple, effective game plan that you can literally start using today.
And that is the absolute beauty of this approach. This is not about expensive powders or complicated routines. It's just about making small, consistent, and informed choices every single day. The real power is in the simplicity.
And here it is, your ultimate cheat sheet. On the left, your power players: walnuts, almonds, Brazilian nuts, and pistachios. Eat more of these. On the right, the two you want to watch out for: peanuts and cashews. Eat less of these. That's it. That's the simple swap that can make a huge difference.
And I want you to remember this. Every small choice you make is a vote for the future you want. By being just a little strategic with something as simple as a snack, you are actively taking a step toward getting that vitality back.
So I'll just leave you with this thought. This isn't about some massive life overhaul. It's about one small change. So which one of these powerful allies are you going to invite into your routine, starting today? If you found this simple strategy helpful, do me a favor and give this a like. And definitely subscribe for more clear, practical tips. And hey, let us know in the comments which ally nut is your go-to.